to fight for the right and to build the nation's might, and the army goes rolling along. Proud of all we have done, fighting till the battle's won, and the army goes rolling along. And it's high, high, hey, the army's on its way. Count off and Kate is loud and strong. For wherever we go, you will always know that the army goes rolling along. First to fight for the right and to build the nation's might, and the army goes rolling along. Proud of all we have done,
right, folks, welcome. My name is Jen. I'm from Golden State Times, and I am the host of the stream. The president is going to be delivering a speech right now in just a few minutes at this event at the White House, folks. So make sure you guys stay tuned live here at Golden State Times. Again, as you guys can see by the title, the president is going to give a speech at a reception for the National African American History Month event at the White House. This was done a year ago, so this is the third one that the president is going to be hosting. He did one last year and also on his first year in office. So make sure you guys stay tuned live here at Golden State Times. We're setting everything up, making sure that everything is working correctly for you folks. So if you guys can please help us out by sharing this live stream on social media, like always, on Facebook, on Twitter, on Gab, on Reddit, on all of those social media sites. If you guys are part of the groups on Facebook, on Twitter, or on Reddit, or on Gab, then if you guys can please share this live stream on there too, that would be amazing. That is the best way to help out Golden State Times continue operation here on YouTube. I don't know if you guys saw what's going on, folks, but it looks like a lot of crazy things are going to start happening on YouTube. A lot of people are going to be affected by this new apocalypse that's going to be happening soon. And but we just have to see what's going to happen with that. So if you guys can help us by sharing this live stream, that's the best way to help us right now. Who knows what's going to happen in the future, so we just have to stay tuned. All right, folks, so I'm going to be putting something on your screen as we get everything else ready to go for you folks. Thank you so much once again for choosing Golden State Times as your stream of choice. Stay tuned.
It is wonderful to be here today in the beautiful city of Miami. The President and I are honored to stand with all of you as we together support the great people of Venezuela. I'm proud to be here with you in the United States of America as your First Lady. Many of you in the room know what it feels like to be blessed with freedom after living under the oppression of socialism and communism. In Venezuela, the people are on the brink of reclaiming their own liberty. Today, we must let the Venezuelan people hear us all with one united voice. There is hope, we are free, and we pray together loudly and proudly that soon the people of Venezuela will be free as well. My husband is here today because he cares deeply about the current suffering in Venezuela. This afternoon, he has an important message to share. Ladies and gentlemen, it is now my pleasure to introduce my husband, the President of the United States, Donald J. Trump.
Thank you very much, Melania. America is truly blessed to have such an extraordinary, right? Extraordinary First Lady. She's extraordinary, she really is. She cares about people. Hello, Miami. I am thrilled to be back in the state I love with so many proud, freedom-loving patriots. We're here to proclaim a new day is coming in Latin America. It's coming. In Venezuela and across the Western Hemisphere, socialism is dying and liberty, prosperity, and democracy are being reborn. Today, our hearts are filled with hope because of the determination of millions of everyday Venezuelans, the patriotism of the Venezuelan National Assembly, and the incredible courage of interim President Juan Guaido. The people of Venezuela are standing for freedom and democracy, and the United States of America is standing right by their side. Let me begin by thanking the great leaders here today who have been such incredible champions for the cause of liberty. And these people love you, and they love Venezuela, and they love Cuba, and they love all of the places that we're fighting. Newly elected and already doing an incredible job, Governor Ron DeSantis. A man who I call, especially when we're talking about Cuba, Venezuela, Nicaragua, he knows a lot, and he's a friend of mine, Senator Marco Rubio. A great governor. He gave Ron a little bit of a head start. He did a fantastic job in Florida. Former governor and now Senator Rick Scott. Somebody that I've gotten to know very well, especially as to the fact that my heart is in Venezuela. Representative Mario Diaz-Balart. Ambassador Carlos Trujillo. Lieutenant Governor Jeanette Nunes. Your new and great Attorney General, Ashley Moody. And to so many other dedicated public officials that are in this room right now, we thank you very much for being with us. Thank you. Thank you also to Secretary of Commerce Wilbur Ross, who's with us, and Ambassador Lighthizer. Ambassador Lighthizer, I have to say, just got back from a place called China. And boy, oh boy, we're making a lot of progress. Nobody expected this was going to be happening. We're making a lot of progress. In the meantime, billions and billions of dollars are coming into our treasury. It's very simple. All works. That never happened before. We don't know the feeling in this country, but now we know the feeling. We also want to extend our deep appreciation to the president of Florida International University, Dr. Mark Rosenberg, for hosting this important event. Finally, I want to thank each and every person in this wonderful audience who has made your own stand for human dignity, and that's probably just about all of you. And I want to especially thank the Venezuelan exile community that has done so much to support President Guaido, to organize aid for their compatriots, and to do just a lot back home. Thank you very much for being here. Thank you. We're with you. We are profoundly grateful to every dissident, every exile, every political prisoner, and everyone who bears witness to the horrors of socialism and communism, and who has bravely spoken out against them. Thank you very much. The fact is, you've seen the crimes, and you've seen the corruption. You have seen the hunger and the suffering. You have heard the anguished pleas for help. You have protested and protested with respect, but loudly. And you have prayed for the day we can now see, which is just ahead, the day when all of the people of this region will at last be free. As we meet today, the people of Venezuela stand at the threshold of history, ready to reclaim their country and to reclaim their future. Not long ago, Venezuela was the wealthiest nation by far in South America. But years of socialist rule have brought this once thriving nation to the brink of ruin. That's where it is today. The tyrannical socialist government nationalized private industries and took over private businesses. They engaged in massive wealth confiscation, shut down free markets, suppressed free speech, and set up a relentless propaganda machine, rigged elections, used the government to persecute their political opponents, and destroyed the impartial rule of law. In other words, the socialists have done in Venezuela all of the same things that socialists, communists, totalitarians have done everywhere that they've had a chance to rule. The results have been catastrophic. Almost 90% of Venezuelans now live in poverty. In 2018, hyperinflation in Venezuela exceeded 1,000,000%. Crippling shortages of food and medicine plague the country. Socialism has so completely ravaged this great country that even the world's largest reserves of oil are no longer enough to keep the lights on. This will never happen to us. Thank you. Already, more than 3 million Venezuelans have fled Maduro's brutal opposition, and brutal it is. Today, we are honored to be joined by Amita Perez, the mother of Oscar Perez, a courageous Venezuelan police officer. You know the story. In June of 2017, Oscar piloted a helicopter over the city of Baruta with the banner 350 Liberty, a reference to Article 350 of the Venezuelan Constitution, which states, "The people of Venezuela shall disown any regime, legislation, or authority that violates democratic values or encroaches upon human rights." Oscar said he wanted to give the people hope. He loved the people. He fought for the people, and they loved Oscar. But Oscar was gunned down and killed by Venezuela's, so you know this very well, you all know the story, by the Venezuelan security forces, viciously. Amita, our hearts break for your loss. Oscar gave his life for the freedom of his people. We all have hope today because of great, great people and patriots like Oscar. Please, Amita. I said, how about saying something in Spanish? She likes Spanish. She's a little bit better in Spanish. Please. Please.
Gracias, señor presidente. Me disculpan si se me salen las lágrimas. Lo que pasa es que hoy uno de mis hijos, otro de mis hijos, que también fue asesinado, está de cumpleaños hoy. Y entonces, bueno, pero estoy acá más que todo estoy con el presidente solicitando ayuda humanitaria. Estoy solicitando también justicia por mi hijo y por su grupo que fueron asesinados vilmente, por los hijos. Y también para continuar con el legado de Oscar, que parte de eso somos todos nosotros. Y vamos a continuar con la lucha hasta ver nuestra Venezuela libre y poder regresar a nuestra madre patria. Gracias.
I don't know what she said, but I think I know what she said. And she is an incredible woman. And Oscar was an incredible man who will not have died in vain. A few weeks ago, on January 23rd, Venezuela's National Assembly invoked the Venezuelan Constitution to declare the President of the National Assembly, Juan Guaido, as the country's legitimate leader. In one of his first acts, President Guaido invoked the same constitutional article that Oscar carried through the skies to notify the world that Maduro was illegitimate. Within 30 minutes, the United States was proud to be the first nation in the world to recognize President Guaido. And by the way, John Bolton is here. Where is John? Working hard. Today, more than 50 countries around the world now recognize the rightful government of Venezuela. And the Venezuelan people have spoken, and the world has heard their beautiful voice. They are turning the page on socialism, turning the page on dictatorship, and there will be no going back. Peace-loving nations are ready to help Venezuela reclaim its democracy, its dignity, and its destiny. All the nations in our hemisphere have a shared interest in preventing the spread of socialist tyranny. Socialism, by its very nature, does not respect borders. It does not respect boundaries or the sovereign rights of its citizens or its neighbors. It's always seeking to expand, to encroach, and to subjugate others to its will. The twilight hour of socialism has arrived in our hemisphere, and frankly, in many, many places around the world. The days of socialism and communism are numbered not only in Venezuela, but in Nicaragua and in Cuba as well. Do we love Cuba? Do we love Nicaragua? Great countries. Such great potential. Remember that word, such unbelievable potential. In the meantime, we must all work together to end a humanitarian disaster. As we speak, there are truckloads filled with hundreds of tons of desperately needed humanitarian supplies, stopped at the borders of Venezuela and waiting to help the millions and millions in need. 2 days ago, the first U.S. Air Force C-17, that's a big, beautiful plane, landed in Colombia, loaded with crucial assistance, including thousands of nutrition kits for little Venezuelan children. Unfortunately, dictator Maduro has blocked this life-saving aid from entering the country. He would rather see his people starve than give them aid, than help them. Millions of Venezuelans are starving and suffering while a small handful at the top of the Maduro regime plunder the nation into poverty and into death. We know who they are, and we know where they keep the billions of dollars that they have stolen. Incredibly, there are members of the Venezuelan military still barely supporting this failed dictatorship. They are risking their future. They are risking their lives and Venezuela's future for a man controlled by the Cuban military and protected by a private army of Cuban soldiers. Maduro is not a Venezuelan patriot. He is a Cuban puppet. That's what he is. And remember that hundreds of millions of dollars used to be paid to Cuba, but no longer, because they no longer have that kind of wealth to be able to do it. So things are changing, and they're changing fast. And today I have a message for every official who is helping to keep Maduro in place. The eyes of the entire world are upon you today, every day, and every day in the future. You cannot hide from the choice that now confronts you. You can choose to accept President Guaido's generous offer of amnesty to live your life in peace with your families and your countrymen. President Guaido does not seek retribution against you, and neither do we. But you must not follow Maduro's orders to block humanitarian aid.
All right, folks, just giving a quick update. We have footage from inside the White House, and we're getting it ready to go for you folks, making sure that everything is running perfectly. So, like I said, if you guys can just please share this live stream on social media, that would be amazing. I'm actually going to give some shout outs here to everyone that is sharing the live stream on Facebook, on Twitter, on Gab, and all that stuff. So just give me a second while I get this thing going here. All right, so we're going to be giving some shout outs right now. Everyone that is sharing this live stream on Twitter and Facebook. So thank you so much to everyone that is actually sharing the live stream. You guys are amazing. Again, we do have footage, but we're just making sure that everything is running smoothly so that we can switch over. All right, so we have the amazing Jones. Thank you so much for sharing the live stream. We also have Jeanette RN for Trump. Thank you so much for sharing the live stream on social media. We also have Lou Stranger and Deplorable Granny. We have Joshua. Let's see, who else do we have on here? Walt Dollahan, thank you so much for sharing the live stream. Sarah, thank you so much for sharing the live stream on social media. We have Jim Rathbun. Thank you so much for sharing the live stream on social media. We also have Veda Crowder. And let's see, who else do we have on here? We have... Let's see. J. Nicole Robart, thank you so much for sharing the live stream. Joan Neal, Red Pill, former Democrat, thank you so much for sharing the live stream. Neil, and we also have Jonathan, Kim, Mayor, and it looks like, let's see, Bakerson and Lori G. Thank you so much, everyone that is sharing the live stream on social media. All right, so we will be switching over in just a few minutes as we get everything ready to go. We have footage from inside the White House, but we're making sure it's perfect for you guys because we want to give you guys the best experience on every single one of our live streams. So thank you so much for your support, sharing the live stream. Don't forget to click the thumbs up button. That forces YouTube to promote this live stream more so more people can actually reach it and see it. So make sure you guys do that too. Thank you so much.
And you must not threaten any form of violence against peaceful protesters, opposition leaders, members of the National Assembly, or President Guaido and his family. We seek a peaceful transition of power, but all options are open. We want to restore Venezuelan democracy, and we believe that the Venezuelan military and its leadership have a vital role to play in this process. If you choose this path, you have the opportunity to help forge a safe and prosperous future for all of the people of Venezuela. Or you can choose the second path, continuing to support Maduro. If you choose this path, you will find no safe harbor, no easy exit, and no way out. You will lose everything. So today I ask every member of the Maduro regime, end this nightmare of poverty, hunger, and death for your people. Let your people go. Set your country free. Now is the time for all Venezuelan patriots to act together as one united people. Nothing could be better for the future of Venezuela, and nothing could be better for the future of another captive nation, Cuba, than the rebirth of freedom and democracy in Venezuela. For decades, the socialist dictatorships of Cuba and Venezuela have propped each other up in a very corrupt bargain. Venezuela gave Cuba oil. In return, Cuba gave Venezuela a police state run directly from Havana. But this is a much different day, and those days are over. The ugly alliance between the two dictatorships is coming to a rapid end. A new future is beginning. All of us in this arena, and thousands and thousands and thousands of people outside, you have to see it, are united because we know the truth about socialism. In Venezuela, in Cuba, in Nicaragua, and all around the world. Socialism promises prosperity, but it delivers poverty. Socialism promises unity, but it delivers hatred and it delivers division. Socialism promises a better future, but it always returns to the darkest chapters of the past. That never fails. It always happens. Socialism is a sad and discredited ideology rooted in the total ignorance of history and human nature, which is why socialism eventually must always give rise to tyranny, which it does. Socialists profess a love of diversity, but they always insist on absolute conformity. We know that socialism is not about justice. It's not about equality. It's not about lifting up the poor. Socialism is about one thing only: power for the ruling class. And the more power they get, the more they crave. They want to run healthcare, run transportation and finance, run energy, education, run everything. They want the power to decide who wins and who loses, who's up and who's down, what's true and what's false, and even who lives and who dies. In short, all of us here today know that there is nothing less democratic than socialism. Everywhere and anywhere it appears, socialism advances under the banner of progress, but in the end it delivers only corruption, exploitation, and decay. With us today is David Smolansky. David was one of the youngest mayors in Venezuelan history when the Maduro regime removed him from office and issued a warrant for his arrest. David fled into Venezuela's treacherous southern jungle. Eventually, David reached Brazil, where he was welcomed with open arms. Today, David lives in exile in the United States, where he continues to speak up for the Venezuelan people. Sadly, David is the third generation of his family to flee the agony of socialism and communism. David's grandparents fled the Soviet Union in 1927, and his father fled communist Cuba in 1970. As David said, the difference I want to have for my father and my grandfather is to go back to my country. My grandparents never went back to Kiev. My father has not been back to Havana. I hope I can soon return to Venezuela. I think that will happen, David. Thank you very much, David. I think it'll soon happen. Your courage, David, is an inspiration. And not only David, many of the people in this room, you've been through much. But you see it coming to the end. You see it really coming to an end for the first time. For the first time, you're seeing it. Because the United States, a true great nation, is behind you.
All right, folks, so we're going to be switching over right now, so just give me a second. All right, so give me a second while I put it up on your screen. We have live footage from inside the White House where President Trump is going to deliver his speech at a African American History Month reception at the White House. So stand by. You're going to see a blue screen that says live stream starting soon as I get everything ready to go for you guys. And then we'll go on from there. Thank you so much for choosing Golden State Times as your stream of choice. So here we go. And you put it up on your screen. I don't know if there could be copyrighted music that the White House is... let that the White House has, but just give me a second while I get all of this stuff situated. All right, so here we go. All right, folks, so this is live footage from inside the White House as the Patriots wait for President Trump to come out and deliver his speech. Again, this is an African American History Month reception at the White House. This is the third reception that the president has hosted, one for every single year of his presidency so far. So stay tuned live here at Golden State Times as we get ready for the president. Thank you so much. If you guys can please share this live stream on social media, on Facebook, on Twitter, on Gab, on Reddit, on all of those social media sites, that would be amazing. All of your help is what keeps us live here on YouTube. So all of your help and support is greatly appreciated, like always, folks. Thank you so much for your continued support of Golden State Times by sharing the live stream, by supporting us through Super Chat and PayPal and stuff like that. All of that helps us immensely. Right now, what's going on YouTube, I don't know if you guys know or any of your favorite creators already brought it up, but there is about to be something called an adpocalypse in the next few days. I hope it doesn't happen, but it's looking very, very much like it is. A lot of advertisers are fleeing from YouTube, and it's going to crush everybody, not just us, not just other people that do the exact same thing as us, but other creators and musicians and upcoming artists and stuff like that. They're all going to suffer. So who knows what's going to happen, but we just have to see. We're going to power through, and we're going to stay here because we do this for you folks. We do it for every single one of you that is watching this live stream, that is subscribed to us, that has seen us in the past, but is still iffy about subscribing, and that's fine. But if you like our coverage, subscribe and click the notification bell. Thank you so much. It should start very soon. All right, folks. So the hot mic is on, as you guys can hear in the background. It's a little fuzzy, but once the president comes out, it's going to be perfect, like always. When I was talking in the microphone earlier, it wasn't our microphone, the one that was making all that weird noise. That's just the hot mic that gets turned on so you guys can hear what people are saying in the background. You never know. We can catch something that can make headlines. You never know, folks. Always pay attention to what's going on. That's the reason the hot mic is on. Sometimes these reporters believe that nobody is listening to what they have to say, but guess what? We are listening, folks. We are listening. So always stay tuned. Again, you guys, the hot mic, sometimes it's a little fuzzy or whatever, but don't worry. Once the president comes out, everything is going to be perfect for you guys. That is our guarantee. So thank you so much. All right, folks, stand by. Let me see if I can fix the hot mic real quick. Hold on, stand by. Let's see if we can get the hot mic a little bit better for you guys. Give me a second while I see if I can get this fixed. Give me a second here.
Hey, what's up?
All right, folks, we try to fix it, but no, there's nothing we can do about that hot mic. But like I said, don't worry. Once the president comes out and delivers his speech, it's going to be perfect. It's going to be a perfect stream like always. Like we always try to be the best at what we do. Again, this is the hot mic that where you're hearing a little bit of white noise. That's the hot mic. So, you know, we try to keep the hot mic on just to see what we can listen to. That's what it is. All right. Let me give a couple of shout outs here as we get ready for the president. As we get ready for the president here, we're going to be giving some shout outs to everyone that is sharing the live stream on social media, on Facebook, on Twitter, and stuff like that. So thank you so much to everyone that is sharing the live stream. But let's see. Let's see who's sharing the live stream. And we got Quattro. Thank you so much for sharing the live stream. Uncommon Faith. Thank you so much for sharing the live stream on social media. Teddy, thank you so much for sharing the live stream. Teddy. Judy and Renee, thank you so much for sharing the live stream. Let's see. Deborah Nil, thank you so much. Also, Trump Lady, trademark Trump Lady, thank you so much. Let's see. Man on the Street. Oh, Man on the Street. I'm sorry. I read that wrong. All right. Thank you so much to Deplorable Dearest. Also, O-Star, thank you so much for sharing the live stream. The Amazing Joan, thank you so much for sharing the live stream. Jeanette RN for Trump, thank you so much for sharing the live stream on social media. Anyone that is sharing the live stream, this live stream, I'll give you guys a quick shout out as a thank you for your continued support. If you guys share it when the president comes out, then I'll give you guys a shout out after he's done. We do not cut away from the president. We do not clip anything. This is raw footage from this event. So if you guys were ever wondering, or if you guys are new to the community and you were ever wondering what type of channel we are, we show you raw footage of all the events at the White House. That is what we do. We do not have any anchors. We don't have any bobbleheads. We don't have any pundits or any on-camera reporters telling you what to think, telling you what you should and should not pay attention to. We understand that you guys are extremely smart. You guys are smart. You guys are winners, and you guys don't need some bobblehead telling you what to say or what to think or how to think or what to pay attention to and what not to pay attention to. We leave it that to you guys. Everyone that is watching this, everyone that watches our live streams and our videos, we leave it to you to come up with your own conclusion of what's going on. If you guys need help or you guys want to ask us any questions, we're always here to answer your questions. You can send us an email, jen@goldenstatetimes.com, or you can send me a DM through Twitter @GoldStateTimes. Or you can sign up to our notification squad, our notification list, by texting the word America First to 555-888. and then you guys can send me a text message directly to my own cell phone. So if you guys want to get directly a hold of me, the best way is to get me on my cell phone. And by doing that, all you have to do is text the word America First to 55 58 88, and then you can start texting me. So if you guys want to sign up for that, it's 100% free, and you guys can text me as many times as you guys want, and I can answer questions, or if you guys have any comments, any suggestions, anything, send it to me through text message by texting America First to 55 58 88. Thank you so much. All right, folks, so it looks like the hot mic went down for a little bit, but we'll get it back up for you guys. We're going to be putting some music for right now until until the president comes out or the hot mic comes back on, whichever comes first. Thank you. All right, so I want to give a thank you to Deborah for sharing the live stream on social media. Deborah says she couldn't see herself if she came up on the search, but you did. Thank you so much, Deborah, for your continued support in sharing the live stream. I'm going to be giving more shout outs here to everyone that is sharing the live stream, this live stream on social media, as a thank you for your support. Stormwatch Girl, thank you so much for sharing the live stream. Jill Tweet, thank you so much for sharing the live stream on social media. We also have Me the People, thank you so much for sharing the live stream on social media. Certitude177, thank you so much for sharing the live stream. JG, thank you so much. I Stand With Flynn, thank you so much for sharing the live stream. Let's see, who else do we have on here? Mary Kathy Smith, thank you so much for sharing the live stream. We also have Novus Anon and Bill, thank you so much for sharing the live stream on social media. Let's see, who else do we have on here, folks? Quattro, like I said. Let's see. Okay, that's not us. Uncommon Faith. All right, so just a few more Patriots sharing the live stream. Thank you so much, everyone that is sharing the live stream on Facebook, on Twitter, on Gab, on Reddit, on all of those social media sites. You can also send it through text message and through email. That's also a very good way of sending these live events to other Patriots and everyone that is willing to listen. It's very good to send it out there. Thank you so much, everyone, for your continued support. I want to give a quick shout out to Teddy. Thank you so much, Teddy, for your support through Super Chat. If I missed any other Super Chats, I apologize. I was too busy trying to figure out making sure that everything is running smoothly. But I'll give you guys a quick shout out is if I missed any other Super Chats. Thank you so much for the Super Chats, because that is what helps us reach more people, folks. We reach a lot of Patriots with the help of those Super Chats and contributions that we get through PayPal and stuff like that. That is how we send out notifications. When you sign up to our notification squad or notification list through text message, that is extremely expensive. And we try to help, get that ready to go and make sure that everyone is on top of things and stuff like that. So thank you so much for your help. I want to give a shout out to Ziggin Box. Thank you so much for your support through Super Chat. Thank you so much, Patriot. one quick thing that, just really quick on the microphone, folks. Welcome. Again, if you just joined us right now, welcome to our live stream. This is a reception for Black History Month at the White House. President Trump is set to deliver a speech in just a few minutes. But what I was going to say is that if you guys didn't know, we have a closed group on Facebook that is managed by myself and one other mod. And on that closed group, what we do is we tell people to upload anything that they believe that the mainstream media is suppressing. Any news, any files or videos or anything like that. So if you guys want to join that group, don't forget, it's a closed group. So if you want to join that group, that exclusive group, all you have to do is look it up on the search on Facebook as Citizen Reporter. Again, that's Citizen Reporter on Facebook. So if you guys want to join that group, you're more than welcome to. I'll myself approve you guys as you guys send out the request to be approved, and you guys can join and post anything you guys see that the mainstream media is suppressing, or people are suppressing certain material or video or anything like that. So make sure you guys go and join that closed group. It's very exclusive, folks. So I'm telling you guys right now, if you guys want to sign up for it, go right now, go to Citizen Reporter on Facebook and then sign up. And I will approve you guys on there. So the president should be coming out very soon. All right, so a lot of Patriots are finding the group. That's very good. Yeah, make sure you guys request to be part of this group, folks. Very exclusive. What people don't know yet, not even the people in the group, is that we're going to be putting a lot of stuff that you're not going to see anywhere else on that group, folks. Pictures, information, PDFs of certain things that you guys really want to see. Exclusive pictures from inside the White House. Exclusive reports, videos that we're only going to publish on that group. So if you guys want to be part of that group, you guys want to sign up, and it's free, obviously, it's Facebook. All you have to do is look it up, Citizen Reporter on Facebook, request to be in that group, and I will approve you myself. So make sure you guys go and do that if you guys want to see that exclusive content that we're going to be putting on that group, on that closed group, and nowhere else. All right. Thank you so much. Folks, so the hot mic is on. The hot mic is on.
ladies and gentlemen, the President of the United States and Mrs. Trump.
Thank you very much. Wow, what a good group this is. This is the future. This is the future. True. That's true. The First Lady and I are thrilled to host so many friends and pastors and government leaders, and our stage is being filled up with a bunch of winners like you, because I know you for a long time, Bob. And I want to thank you very much. Special guy, special friend for a long time. To be at the White House to celebrate African American History Month. Do you like the White House, right? This is the place, right? You know that. We're also grateful to be joined by our wonderful Vice President and Second Lady, Mike and Karen Pence. Hi, Mike. Hi, Karen. Mike, come on over here. Come on over here. Get up here, Mike. Come on, Karen. What a job they do. Today we are here to honor the extraordinary contributions of African Americans to every aspect of American life, history, and culture. From the earliest days of this nation, African American leaders, pioneers, and visionaries have uplifted and inspired our country in art, in science, literature, law, film, politics, business, and every arena of national life. The depth and glory of these contributions are beyond measure. You know it, I know it, and everybody knows it. We especially pay tribute to the African American heroes who have sacrificed in the name of freedom, equality, and dignity for all Americans. Thank you. Every citizen alive today and generations yet unborn are forever in debt of the brave souls who stared down injustice and championed the eternal cause of civil rights. We're joined for tonight's ceremony by many distinguished guests, including Surgeon General Jerome Adams. Where's Jerome? Jerome, get up here, Jerome. Come on, Jerome. Thank you very much. Hi, Jerome. Been a little while, huh? Thank you very much. Great job you're doing. I'd also like to thank all of the members of my cabinet who are in attendance. We have a lot of them here tonight, and I want to thank you very much for being here. You're doing a great job. You just take a look at our economy, stronger than it's ever been before. And by the way, as you've been hearing me say, African American unemployment is at an all-time low, historic low. The history of our country, it's never been better, so that's a great thing. Thank you all as well to the young African-American activists who are here today. You are really and truly the leaders of the future, and get in there and go down. Since the beginning of our republic, African-Americans have given their heart, their love, and their very lives to the pursuit, and you know this better than anybody. You have worked so hard. I guess when you get right down to it, we're all working very hard. But the pursuit of liberty and justice for all. During the Revolutionary War, African American soldiers fought at the Battle of Yorktown and helped our nation gain independence. In the next century, Frederick Douglass, Sojourner Truth, Harriet Tubman, and countless others risked everything to end the evil of slavery and secure the sacred blessings of freedom. And here we are all together in the White House. This is a great thing, right? This is a great thing. And this is a very, very special place. A century later, Rosa Parks, Medgar Evers, and the immortal Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. challenged our nation to fulfill its founding promise that we are all created equal by God. In every moment of our history, African Americans have called our nation to greatness. This year marks the 100th anniversary of the birth of Jackie Robinson. How good was Jackie Robinson? How good was Jackie? As a baseball fan, Jackie was special. He had to be special because that was not an easy journey for Jackie. He was a special man. His courage on the field and off the field stands as an everlasting monument to the triumph of the human spirit. African-American scientists, artists, musicians, educators, faith leaders, and countless others have lifted our nation to absolutely incredible heights. Today, we thank God for all of the blessings the African-American community continues to give our nation, and we pledge our resolve to expand opportunity for Americans of every race, religion, color, and creed. Since my election, we have created 5.3 million new jobs. People thought that was, and I tell you, I'm very proud of it being the lowest ever in the history for African Americans, but today, right now, we have the most people working in the history of our nation, almost 160 million people. We've never had that many people working. Right? Tell me, how did they beat us on the debate stand when we say we have the best unemployment numbers ever, right? The best unemployment numbers ever and the most people working ever. The best economy, perhaps, that we've ever had. We've got a lot of things going on here, very good things. And we cut your taxes, by the way, and we cut your taxes. You're right. He said, don't ever get tired, Mr. President. I better not get tired. Under my administration, the African-American poverty rate has fallen to its lowest level, and if you think about that, that's a special category. The poverty rate for African Americans is the best it's ever been, the lowest level it's ever achieved. Nearly 1 million additional African Americans have found new jobs. As a really, and I think this we can really attribute it to regulatory cuts or as a result of our tax cuts, the largest tax cuts in the history of our country. More than 8,700 distressed communities are now designated as opportunity zones. And Mike Pence was just in South Carolina, and he was talking about those incredible achievements, Karen, the incredible achievements that have been made with Tim Scott and everybody on the opportunity zone. And we're bringing in new investments and jobs to places that really needed them most, places that were forgotten. But they're not forgotten with us. Through our pledge to American workers, we've secured private sector commitments to provide 6.5 million new jobs and trading opportunities, and that also is an absolute total record. That one is an easy one by a lot. Just months ago, we passed groundbreaking criminal justice reform. Pastor. We have Pastor Darrell Scott. Will you come up here, Darrell? Darrell, get up here. He's always defending me on television, and I'll tell you, you want somebody to defend you, this is about as good as you can get. He is brutal. Sometimes they say, you're a pastor, you're the toughest pastor ever. Thank you, Darrell. This long-awaited legislation reform, and it's really the sentencing laws, and nobody thought we could get this done. We worked with conservatives and liberals and those in the middle. We worked with a lot of people, and we got it done. Nobody thought this. They've been trying to get this done for 25 years, but we got it done. Criminal justice reform. The laws are disproportionately, as you know, they harmed African-American communities and far, far greater than anybody else. And it gives former inmates a second chance at life. We are very proud to be joined tonight by a citizen who transformed her life while in prison and is now the first woman to be released under the First Step Act, Catherine Toney. Where's Catherine?
Yes, I just want to thank the president and everybody that worked so hard, Jared, for working so hard on this prison reform First Step Act, because if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be standing before you all today. With my daughter and my granddaughter, I've been incarcerated for 16 years, and it took the president and Jared and the Can Do and the Cut 5 and everybody else to free me. And I'm so thankful. I'm so thankful to them. And I'm so thankful to God for the opportunity to be standing before you all. And thank you again, Mr. President.
That's so nice. And I'll tell you, as far as criminal justice reform and other things, Jared, thank you. What a great job. What a great job. He doesn't want praise. He doesn't want praise, but it was so nice to have you come up and just say, and Jared, thank you, like your best friends. You probably know him a little bit.
Yes, I do.
It's incredible. He's incredible. It does so much. Thank you, Jared. That was amazing. That was a great tribute to you. During the State of the Union address, I also called on Congress to pass school choice. No child should be trapped in a failing school that stands in the way of their dreams. Every citizen of every background deserves a government that puts their needs first. Like your hat, right? Like that hat. Here with us today is an incredible leader. Some of you know him well. I do, and I know him really more than anything else as an incredible leader. That's exactly what he is. It's Bob Woodson. You know Bob Woodson? You will, because he's got an incredible story. Bob joined the Air Force in the 1950s. You don't look that old, I'll tell you that. 1950s, really? Wow, you're in good shape. I want to talk to him later, find out what's going on. While he was stationed in the Deep South, he confronted discrimination firsthand. He then became a civil rights leader, met Dr. King, and was jailed for leading a very peaceful protest. As Bob puts it, even when defeat was all around us, it was not in us. I like that. That's beautiful, right? That's beautiful. Over the last 50 years, Bob helped found social enterprise movements and to restore jobs, dignity, and hope within the heart of very, very distressed communities. Bob, I want to thank you very much. You are a very special man, and having you at our place in New Jersey for a little while, and you helped me so much with making a couple of our good choices. We really appreciate you being here. Thank you, Bob.
I just want to thank God and also President Trump for turning the tables over in the temples. Yeah. And attacking the status quo that is hostile to the interests of poor people. And I also want to bless you for your administration and the policies of opportunity zones and to giving low-income people an opportunity to help themselves. That's all they want. They want an opportunity to achieve, and your administration is working with us to make that happen. Thank you, Mr. President. So nice. Thank
you. Great guy. We're also very proud to be joined by Clarence Henderson, who was among the first students to begin the Greensboro sit-in. You know what that is, right? In 1960, on the second day of the sit-in, Clarence was one of the 4 students who sat at the long-segregated Woolworth's lunch counter, a very, very famous event in Greensboro, North Carolina. He helped spark a national movement in cities and towns all across America. Students joined in the protest, and really it was an incredible moment in the history of our country. The grave injustice of segregation was really spelled out loud and clear. After more than 170 days of protest, the Woolworth lunch counter finally integrated. That was, doesn't sound like such a big deal, Bob, but it was a big, big deal, right? As Clarence has said, it doesn't take many people to make a change. It just takes courage. And Clarence, you have incredible courage, and I want to thank you very much for being here.
I am delighted to be here with the president. You know, Nehemiah was told by God to build a wall, and that's what you're doing.
Thank you.
Amen. It is indeed a pleasure to be here with you this evening and to share this great hour and this great time. I continue right now with the Frederick Douglass Foundation for the State of North Carolina and the President, and we're still moving forward to change America and make America great again. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thanks, Larry. So nice. As we commemorate African American History Month, we remember the words of Dr. King. In 1964, he said, "When years have rolled past, children will be taught that we have a finer land, a better people, a more noble civilization, because these humble children of God were willing to suffer the righteousness' sake." And you know, nobody said it better than Dr. Martin Luther King, and few people had words so beautiful as Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Don't you agree? Don't you agree, Bob? He made us all look maybe not quite as good. Great man. Today, we remember the heroic legacy of African Americans who bravely battled oppression to usher in a bright new dawn of freedom. It's exactly what you're doing. And you are at the forefront. You know, this is a new age. This is a very exciting time. It's a very exciting time for our country. Our country is respected again all over the world. They are respected like we haven't been respected in many, many years, I'll tell you. And thanks to you also, and thanks to you. Look at the progress that you've made. Look at those numbers that I gave you before with unemployment and all of the other numbers that we have together. So we pledge in the honor of our great African American community to build a future where every American child can live in safety, dignity, liberty, and peace. As Americans, we all share the same dreams, the same hopes, and the same magnificent destiny. We are now and will forever be one people, one family, and one glorious nation under God. I want to thank you all. I want to God bless you. I just want to say God bless you all, and God bless America. Thank you for being at the White House. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Good.
Oh, well, she's not good.
Thank you.
I'm waving at her. She got it.
All right, folks, thank you very much for joining us and choosing us as your stream of choice. My name is Jen from Golden State Times. I'm the host of the stream. And if you guys liked our coverage, if you guys liked our live stream, and you guys are new to the channel, we encourage you guys to subscribe and click the notification bell. That way you get notified, hopefully by YouTube, of every single time that we go online or live for an event at the White House. But if you want to get directly notified by me here at Golden State Times instead of YouTube, because YouTube doesn't notify every single time, it only notifies whenever it wants to and at certain times. So if you want to get notified directly by us here at Golden State Times instead of YouTube, all you have to do is text America First to 555888. It's as simple as that, folks. It's 100% free. And you guys get notified directly by us instead of YouTube. And that way you stay up to date on everything that is going on. So we're going to keep this live stream open, free chat for right now. I'm going to put a little bit of music as we upload the video. If you guys missed the president's speech, I'll be putting the link to it in just a few minutes, and we'll go on from there. Thank you so much to the moderators for keeping the chat clean and enjoyable for everyone. You guys are doing an amazing job As you guys can see, our chat is basically one of the cleanest chats that I've seen so far. And that is by the hard work of our moderators. Nightbot does a lot also to make sure that nobody posts anything they're not supposed to. And then now YouTube is also, pitching in to try to keep the chat clean and enjoyable for everyone. Civil. That's what it's all about, being civil. And so YouTube is trying to see what they can do about that. Nightbot, like I said, and our moderators, everyone doing a perfect job in trying to keep the chat as best as possible. So thank you so much again for tuning in. If you guys want to stand by, just chill on the chat for a little bit, and as we keep this live stream open, then you guys are more than welcome to chat and have a good time. I'm going to put a little bit of music right now, and I'm going to be uploading the video like I said, and once it gets uploaded, I'll put the link on the chat just in case you guys missed it, so you guys can go and check it out. If you guys didn't miss it, just swinging by, giving it a thumbs up and sharing on a social media, you guys already helped us immensely. So I'll be putting it up on the chat in just a few minutes. Thank you so much. All right, folks. So I have already published the video. If you guys missed the speech, or even if you didn't miss the speech, if you can just swing over there to that video and give it a thumbs up and like it. If you didn't see it, or you missed it, or you went halfway into the speech, then we encourage you to watch it. It is an amazing speech. So if you, but if you did watch it in full, and you still want to help out Golden State Times, then swing by that video and give it a thumbs up and share it on social media. That helps us out so much here at Golden State Times. So if you guys can do that, that will be amazing. Again, I'm going to leave the chat on for just a little while, and we'll go on from there. Again, if you guys can please swing by the video that I just uploaded of the speech the president just gave, and give it a thumbs up and share it on social media and stuff like that. That helps us out so much. I'm posting it on the chat. So I'm posting the link to that video on the chat. So once again, if you guys can swing over there, click on the link, go over there to that video, give it a thumbs up, share it on social media, all that good stuff. It helps us out so much. Thank you so much once again. And I hope that you guys can go to that video, give it a thumbs up, and share it on social media. Thank you so much. All right, folks. So once again, we already uploaded the video of President Trump's speech that he just delivered from the White House. So if you guys missed it, or if you came in halfway, or even if you didn't miss it, swing over there and give that video a thumbs up and share it on social media. Even if you already saw it, more people need to see that speech, folks. So if you guys can please help us out by clicking the link that I'm putting on the chat. You'll see it right now. I'm putting the link to that video on the chat. All you have to do is click on it, go to that video, give it a thumbs up, and share it on social media so other people can enjoy it. Other people can see it. Other patriots are able to enjoy it themselves if they missed it on the live stream. So that's all we're asking for, folks. We're not asking for much. We're just asking for you to click on the link, share that video, give it a thumbs up, and let people know that the president just delivered an amazing speech at the African American Month reception at the White House. This is the third in a row, folks. President Trump does this on a yearly basis, and he's going to continue doing it for the next 5 years. So make sure you guys stay tuned live here at Golden State Times, and please click on the link, share it, give it a thumbs up, and all that good stuff. Thank you so much, folks. All right, folks. So we're going to be leaving this chat for just a little bit longer, but I'm posting on the chat itself the link to the video in case you missed the president's speech at any point, or even if you didn't miss it. You know, it'll help us so much if you guys swing over there and give it a thumbs up and share it on social media. Even if you already saw it, that's fine. You want to watch it again, that's perfect. But if you would like to help us out, swing over there, give it a thumbs up and share it on social media. That's the only way that we stay live here on YouTube, folks. Also, don't forget that we have a website, goldenstatetimes.com. And again, that's goldenstatetimes.com. And I was telling people earlier, I don't know if you guys were here, but I was telling people that if you guys want to become part of an exclusive group on Facebook that we have, it's called Citizen Reporter on Facebook. So if you guys want exclusive content, like videos that we're going to be uploading soon, paperwork and, files and stuff that is being suppressed by the mainstream media, a bunch of stuff that you will not see anywhere else. I guarantee you, all you have to do is on Facebook, look up Citizen Reporter. It's a closed group, and make sure that you guys send a notification so we can approve you. And then, you'll get approved really quickly. And you guys can start posting stuff yourself that you guys think that there is being suppressed by the mainstream media. Or, you guys can check out a bunch of news articles and stuff that we're posting on a daily basis, on an hourly basis, And we're going to also post a bunch of behind the scenes pictures from the White House, paperwork that, you still haven't seen on the mainstream media, but it's already out there. And a bunch of other stuff, live streams, a bunch of really good stuff is going to be coming to that group on Facebook. It's called Citizen Reporter. So if you want to sign up for that, or you want to be included in that closed group, all you have to do is just send a notification, go to Citizen Reporter and ask to join to that group, and we'll approve you guys real quick. Thank you so much. All right, folks. So thank you so much for tuning in and choosing Golden State Times as your stream of choice. We're going to be shutting down this live stream, but you can continue your conversation on the video that we just uploaded. If you guys missed the president's speech at any point, or if you guys already watched it, you can still pass by and say hello and click the thumbs up button and share it on social media. That helps us out so much, folks. Once again, we're going to be shutting down this live stream, but you can continue your conversation on the video itself in the comments section. I'm putting it up on the chat, so all you have to do is just click on it. Once you get there, make sure you click the thumbs up button and you share it on social media. You say hello in the comments. And if you already watched the speech, watch it again. If you guys have missed it, then watch it because it's very good. If you guys missed it, maybe halfway, you guys got there halfway or whatever, then watch the whole thing because it's an amazing speech, folks. It's very, very good. A lot of good information. A lot of stuff that you will not see on the mainstream media, which is the most important thing. You will not see this kind of stuff on the mainstream media. And if you do, it will just be snippets of it. You will not see the whole thing in full. The president spoke for over 15 minutes, folks. So make sure you guys go and check it out. I'm putting the link of it on the chat, so make sure you guys head over there. Like I said, give it a thumbs up and share it on social media. That's all we ask for, folks. But we're going to be shutting this live stream down. Thank you so much for your continued support, your help, and your appreciation and your love. Thank you so much. I hope to see you guys here tomorrow, bright and early, for more coverage from the White House. Don't forget that we have a website, goldenstatetimes.com, where we post a lot of breaking news articles, and stuff that you guys might find very interesting on our website, goldenstatetimes.com. Again, that's goldenstatetimes.com. And if you want to be part of our exclusive Facebook group, all you have to do is just look it up. Citizen Reporter on Facebook. Citizen Reporter on Facebook. Go and check it out and ask to join, and we will approve you guys really quickly. And on there, we're going to be posting videos and articles and information, PDFs of stuff being released, articles and news stories that the mainstream media is suppressing, all of that information on there. And you guys can post it too. So if you guys see anything that, is of the public interest, then post it on there and spread the word and help everybody out. So thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Jen. I'm from Golden State Times, and I'll see you soon. Peace.